can't really explain it until you actually see it happen. I think it's amazing.
So, how old is it now?
It was born at 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh, wow. It's a miracle. Hello, little foal.
Can you believe they're that size when they come out?
No, I cannot. The miracle of new life. Nature, reproducing, all that kind of stuff. It's all lovely. That's not actually what we're here for, is it?
No.
Have you got what we're here for?
I do.
Where is it?
I do. It's in my garage.
I'm here hoping to find a miracle of my own. And for that, I need the placenta. It's this afterbirth that's the latest and least likely beauty trend. A placenta facial. Now that we're looking at it in its most raw form, I'm not really sure. It hit the headlines when Victoria Beckham, aka Posh Spice, had the treatment. Simon Cowell had it too. Posh chose a sheep placenta facial made from New Zealand sheep. Me, I'm going for a bigger, more powerful source. A horse, of course. A few weeks later, I'm back at the farm. Sarah's kept our placenta nice and frozen for us. And now, it's going on a little trip. I'm on a journey to get my own placenta pampering. I've come to rural Hawke's Bay. Hi!
Hi.
Angela.
Yes, Erin.
How are you? Where my foal's placenta will be processed. Saw the foal when it was just a couple of hours old. I'm following it the whole way through.
Oh.
Starting with a wash.
Just dive right in now if you want.
Yeah. Why wait? I'm all about the au naturel. Lab owner Angela Payne tells me what the magic ingredients are and the anti-aging benefits it claims to have.
This is the nutritious part for the dietary supplements. It's got all the amino acids and the coenzyme Q10 in it.
Right.
This part here is very rich in the type 5 collagen and the extracts. This is looking after your skin.
She assures me this will be transformed into something I'll have no problem putting on my face. Oh, it's really squidgy. A prospect I'm struggling with right now. Oh, it's those sacks of liquid. Who on earth came up with the idea of using a placenta for a facial?
Not me. It's actually, the origins are based in traditional Chinese medicine.
Can you pinpoint the moment it really took off?
Yeah, when Posh Spice turned up on TV admitting that she used placenta facials, suddenly it was like, oh my God, an avalanche, and everybody wanted one, and suddenly made it mainstream and acceptable to the Western world. You know, no way would I have even been able to get you to put placenta on your face probably 5 years ago. And now, because of Posh Spice, here you are wanting one. Thanks, Posh.
Back in the lab, the sac, or amnion, has the best bits cut out. The rest, well, it gets minced. Meatballs, anyone? And the process continues. The mince gets heated and fermented. It separates. The different substances are freeze-dried and then baked. It looks like trays and trays of beautifully cooked brownies and squares, but we know it's not. And finally, after several levels of filtration, my placenta serum is ready.
Here we are. Here's your placenta.
To the big smoke of Havelock North.
Time to get some placenta on the face.
Are you ready for your equine placenta?
I think so. Oh, it's on.
It's going on.
It's going on. It's bloody going on. What do people say the placenta facial does?
We have a lot of ladies that come in monthly because they just feel like it picks their skin up and they feel a bit more vibrant.
Did they have any trouble getting over the fact that it is an animal placenta?
Yeah, I think they actually probably prefer it for the slightly novelty factor and because they're slightly rural women as well. I think they think it's great. So no, I don't have any trouble.
Now, remember that square of sack back at the lab? It's time for that to go on to.
Here we go. It's just going to feel very cold and very clammy. Are you ready?
Yeah. Too late.
Too late.
So, just to put things into perspective here, this is the sack that lovely little foal came out of and is now on my face.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All done.
Right, you can probably hardly recognise me.
A little bit on the shiny side.
Actually feels really good.
You should feel with results for at least a month.
So if I were to come back though, how much would I be out of pocket per treatment?
Currently we're charging 150.
Okay. And that's sort of your standard facial price, isn't
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. Hey, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
See you later. Cheers.
Bye.
From green pastures and placentas to Cosmetic Surgery Central, Remuera, Auckland. And I'm now taking a step up in the intensity of my facial procedure with another celebrity-driven trend.
Erin Conroy.
I'm here with one of New Zealand's top plastic surgeons.
And what brings you to see me?
I'd heard about this facial treatment where they take your own blood and put it back into your face.
Ah, the vampire facelift.
It was Kim Kardashian who shocked with pictures of a similar procedure.
Kimmy gets a vampire facial.
Reportedly, Angelina and Kylie Minogue have the blood treatments too. Officially, it's called platelet-rich plasma therapy.
So it's not a procedure you've got any concerns about?
Not at all. It is nobody else's tissues but yours. There's no chemical additive, there's no unsafe procedure. You're starting to get what we call marionette lines or bitterness lines, these depressions here. If you imagine gravity pushing down, just relax your mouth, you can see how you're starting to hollow through there on each side. So what I would suggest doing is plumping that up with some platelets to try and put in a bit more collagen and build that up. No smiling, just a neutral face.
It's time.
Okay.
First, the vampire part, drawing my blood. If you're squeamish, things get a little graphic from here.
It's normally about 8 cc's of blood.
A spin to separate out the platelets, which are then injected back in. The idea is that it will improve skin texture and wrinkles.
Separate the local anaesthetic I'm going to put in there. I'm just putting a tiny little blip now.
In goes the local anaesthetic.
It won't last for long.
On goes the antiseptic
This is quite intense.
Eyes.
and the eye patches.
Really bright, okay?
Okay.
What happens next, I won't be able to see or feel.
So we go up to where we want to be.
And maybe for good reason.
There we go. You're doing famously, you're halfway there.
Okay.
But unlike other patients, I'm able to watch it all back.
Here we go.
And just a reminder, there are some graphic images coming up.
It's a big needle. That's a big needle. Oh my gosh.
So it's very...
I'm always having trouble getting that needle in. Oh my goodness.
Good.
I had no idea.
All done. You did famously. That will now integrate into your tissues to release their growth factors and all the good stuff that we were talking about earlier.
Right.
Well, there you go.
I did it.
All right. Post my treatments, my skin is feeling really good. I've seen a small reduction in my bitterness lines, something I never knew I had until it was pointed out to me. So, is this the miracle I've been looking for? Well, costing about $3,000, it'll rule many of us out. Celebrities will definitely continue to push the beauty boundaries, but for me though, the miracle might just be accepting aging gracefully.